All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the second race of the GG Speedruns Messenger 8-Bit Ninja No Out of Bounds Tournament. I'm your commentary, Kyle Berry, and joining me is, of course, champion from last game, DOSBox Falco.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I hope we have another good race here. It's Miifin versus MarsDoodle. Mars, a bit newer to the scene than Miifin is. That's how you pronounce it, like Miifin. I'm not sure. It's an interesting Miifin. That's Miifin, but there's two I's, so it's
there's two I's. So I'm curious on the correct pronunciation from the runner. We can clarify in the post-race interview.
Yeah, post-race interview. I am all for it.
Well, I feel like it should be known. He's just super polite if it's been Miifin and it's been wrong this whole time. Thank you for understanding.
Yeah, thank you very much for not destroying us for pronouncing it incorrectly. All right, we have the countdown here, and why doesn't it say on our overlay that we're only starting soon?
Let's see. Overlay maybe a bit behind.
Okay,
there we go.
There we go. It's just a tiny bit behind, looks like. But we're starting here. Mars.
Runners are off.
Uh-oh.
Mars is a bit behind. Hang on.
Mars is a bit behind. This is bad. Uh-oh. Do we have a... Does he not do low latency?
Okay, simply out of sync. Cool. So going into Ninja Village, this is the Messenger. It's an excellent action-adventure platformer game. So if you like things like Ninja Gaiden, you're bound to love the Messenger. You kind of start off and you're a ninja that doesn't like attending history class, but today you figure, what the heck, we'll show up. This guy teaches you about cloud step on the way. When you see these lines under Ninja's feet, those appear every time you hit something mid-air, and that gives you another jump.
Uh-oh, looks like Mars actually didn't start.
Okay, confirmed. We have a false start.
This looks like a false start to me, Kyle Berry. Oh, Mars.
Oh, he's off.
About a
minute behind.
That's fine.
We can work with that.
We will sync it up. Miifin will be behind. Hello, everyone. This is the Messenger. This is Kyle and DOSBox Falco. We're going into Ninja Village here. Give you a second introduction here. Yep, you go to history class and then the world ends. Demons try to kill you, and then you get a scroll. You get to go up a mountain. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. Second verse, different from the first, but we're still here, still playing Celeste. We're climbing a mountain with the scroll. There's snow. There's great music, great platforming. Well, you guys are in for a treat if you haven't seen this game before.
Yeah, it is a pretty good time. I like it a lot. Uh-oh.
Now seeing Miifin's stream. Is that on my end? Miifin is not moving.
No.
Stuck on Demon Kings.
That is he's syncing it up right now. So
okay, roger that.
When the timers are about the same, he will start it up again, and there we go. We're finally...
Let's go. Here comes the Western hero for both runners. You're going to see him come out and kill these two fire demons. Each of the enemies killed in this game has a 40% chance to drop a time shard. We do see one homie shard drop for Miifin.
Yeah, just one. It's good to get two. Most of the time you don't get two, but one's pretty good. You need 3 drops in total, and you have 6 opportunities. So it's about a 50% chance. Well, no, it's not a 50% chance because it must be less than 50% for a shard to drop.
40, yeah.
At this point, it's 40%. So you have, that's interesting math. I don't know how to do it in my head, but you have 3 40% chances to hit out of 6 tries. It's pretty hard. Just from the RNG standpoint, but if you get it, you save about a second. It's not too big of a deal. Mars also...
Go ahead.
Mars also going for turtle boost, or at least one turtle boost there.
You love to see that Kappa slapping.
I do. I love the Kappa slap.
So what is the science behind that? Why slash a turtle? They slow you down normally.
So the thing is, if you slash the turtle from the front, it usually slows you down. But if you slash it from the back, or if you slash in a certain way where the game thinks you're slashing it from the back, you actually get a speed boost on the opposite direction. Because it slows you down, but it slows you down in the opposite direction. So that's the reason you do it, and it's pretty hard to actually make worthwhile. But Mars is doing it to a pretty decent effect, I'd say.
It's one of those
Miifin-
things we definitely don't recommend starting out, but if you enjoy the way that playstyle feels, more power to you.
Yeah, it's I think you said it best, and I say it along with you. Sub 31 is about when you have to start worrying about that. Before that, you don't need to. But
I would agree with that.
Mars taking the initiative, going for it when it wants to.
Good slap. Let's think right thoughts for these guys jumping into the spike pit. That's a great boost for Mars. Come on,
spike
man.
Pit. Yo, double good spike pit. This is what you want to see. Absolutely fantastic. Both going to the right. Both not wasting time. Very nice. Water section. Going through the water.
Very good. The audio getting nice and muffled here.
Yep. That's one of like the coolest things when you're playing this game. You're like, oh, the audio is muffled. That's so cool.
This room very difficult to.
Mars not going for
no health.
That's interesting. I guess he'll go under. You gotta
He's
have
gonna
to at
have
that point.
yeah. So normally we will take the health there and damage boots through one of these saws, or go around it and then take the damage going over the spike tower. Looks like Mars is going to be going for the HP grab projectile setup, if I had to guess. That's a great lifeguard on deck. He must have been practicing. Okay, just missing the projectile. We see it on Miifin's screen.
Very nice.
That's an extra 5 shards for Miifin for going over that top route.
Yeah, shards are very, very important. It's not too tight here, but it's going to become tight later at the end of Bamboo Creek. So getting more shards now is much preferred, especially when they're easy to get and it saves time to get them. But it's also somewhat hard, so Mars missing it, it's not too big of a deal. There's a way to get shards easily at the end of Bamboo Creek if you end up being way behind.
Mm-hmm. Things like that platform with the shards under them, you could do a really clean drop, but it's risky. You might hit the fireball, you might hit the worm. So how do you want to route in these risks for the purpose of shards?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult.
Ooh, okay. Aiming for the head using Levy's advice, you can get a really nice backslash there to jump over the stump. We see both runners grabbing it.
That was pretty fantastic. I don't do that even. I should start doing that because that looked really clean, really nice from both of these guys.
Yep, just walk off, aim for the head, give it a couple times of practice, and you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah. Mars
taking really safe there on that. That was really ballsy to go for the turtle boost on that room with the pendulum, but missing it did play safe and make sure he didn't die there. So that's a good call.
Like I said before in the last game, even though Mars did fall a bit behind, he's not super behind. Autumn Hills is a level that unless you die, it's very hard to get significantly behind.
Oh, Mars is 3 shards behind, however.
Oh no.
You need 130 for the shop to get Shuriken and second win. He's going to have to get Shuriken. He opts for the second win, so he's going to title screen here and go for buying the Shuriken.
Yeah, he didn't notice before it was too late, unfortunately. But yeah, going title out does actually save time over getting a 2-cycle on Autumn Hills Leaf Golem here. Unfortunately, he has to go for that, but it's the best way if you're out of shards.
I would generally agree. He could have opted to get a cloud set mid-fight onto the upper platform.
Yeah, but that's hard if you're not comfortable with it.
I think he made the right call in this case.
Yeah, I think he made the right call. Yep. Getting there. Oh, almost got hit. That was scary. Went Min through the hardest level in the game, Forlorn Temple, and into Catacombs. Here we have this cute little guy.
Go ahead, Necro. Hi, Necro.
Yep. We have a version of him in the bottom left of the screen there. They're great, Folkens. Going through oh, I love these guys. How they go through like the bottom of that like spike thing. Because Oleg did that as well. And it was really nice. It just feels clean as they go through.
Taking a damage boost from the Kappa there. I'm not sure if intentional, but a good idea so that you really don't risk hitting the spikes and taking 3 damage instead.
Yeah. It's
there it is again.
Mars did it too. It must be intentional.
You really don't need to save too much time in this room. You just need to make the first cycle on that Crusher.
Yeah, or else you waste about 2 or 3 seconds just waiting for it again.
Hi, Roxanne.
Yep, there's Mr. Ruxton himself. Here's the first of 2 cutscenes. We might only see one. Hopefully. Well, I don't know if the runners will go for it. It's a pretty scary trick to do.
We're gonna see at least an attempt. I'm feeling the badonkadonk. It's strong with these runs.
I think it is, yeah. I think one or both runners is going to go for it. Ooh. Discord's. Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
A really good drop into the Crusher room. Let's see how Miifin does with this cycle. You just want to be careful to get your jumps good. Gets a really nice levy hop looking jump. And no problem with that Crusher.
Oh boy. Mars was just a bit from death there on that underwater Crusher. That was scary.
Close, but he knows the cycles. And if you're on that frame...
He knows it. He was confident. He kept going the whole way. There was no hesitation.
Like, this isn't going to kill me. It's just going to look really bad.
Yeah. And that's fine. When it looks bad, it looks good.
I actually think it looks kind of cool. You get the push down, your foot goes close to the spikes. It's like, close, tiptoe.
Yeah. You tiptoe through it and it ends up working out. Oh,
yeah, but
there is a badonk attempt. Oh, no.
Almost there. Miifin's just trying to get that cloud step from the turtle above to jump and hit that lantern, and then you can jump over the Ruxton trigger.
Yep, you skip this entire cutscene and this Wizrobe fight. Very useful to do if you can do it, but also very hard. It's like a 2 or 3 frame trick. Mars, understandably, not going
just
for
goes
it at all.
for it.
Oh, that Wizrobe. What an awful Wizrobe.
Sniper Wiz. You hate to see that position.
Yeah. A Wizrobe position being completely random, but also it usually doesn't destroy you that hard. Usually doesn't like go into a tunnel and then you just get hit or have to go back and get him.
Those were some interesting swag shuriken from Mars. I really wish one would go right down that alley and hit the fire demon. I'd give big respect for trying.
I think one of them did. It just hit the fireball.
Fireball. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you got like both in there, I think it was a kill.
Yeah, if it was there was a frame perfect double tap, he would have been able to do it, which would have been super sick to see, but also very hard. All right.
The shurikens we unfortunately don't have a ton of use for in the routing of every level, so instead we try to find swag ways, and Mars unfortunately taking a Wizrobe bullet for our first introduction of Corbel.
Yeah. Oh, and he went really far back too, because it was right before that checkpoint there.
Yeah.
That is.
You hate to see that.
Oh, top Ruxton for Miifin. Very good.
Okay.
That saves quite a bit of time.
That's a good approach.
Yep.
Gonna be a middle kill here. Yep. Very nice.
Yep. That's the kill most people go for. You can kill him on top, but it's pretty hard. Mara's having trouble with that Wizrobe. I understand.
And Wizrobe is being a bit obstinate today, but having enough health to get through this time, he's going to have to wait on this Crusher. But let's just hope that he gets a high Ruxton as well.
Yeah, because if not, then he's like even more behind, and that would just be bad luck. That'd be very bad. We want to see competitive luck here. The only problem is...
Like Chinese food, Chinese food is good for you. You all know the song. Sing along if you know the words. Sing in your hearts. I'm not going to do it on commentary every time.
Put it in the chat. We have more to talk about here. He had to go and buy Second Wind. He didn't have Second Wind for that entirety of Catacombs. That's why some things
a really good call out.
Yeah. So he did really well.
Okay. Good.
There you go. That's what you want to see.
If you get up there fast like that, there's definitely no harm in throwing the shuriken. You know you're going to get that middle kill. You don't have to chase him.
Yeah. No chasing. Thank God. Yep. So both will be on.
Please.
Poopa, please. Poopa will most definitely do it every time. Or Kyle will do it most definitely every time. It's just not the full thing. Ooh, the lazy drop. That's interesting. I've seen 3 people go for that today, and all of them just end up kind of using the platform anyway. I don't know what the express point of like the lazy drop not jumping there is, because if you jump, then it's pretty easy. But,
just walking into the spikes, as it were.
Yeah, walking into the spikes is, I don't know, it's kind of scary.
I want to get as close to that other side as possible.
Why do I have setup? Okay, then we're back.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Miifin is up over the elevator. I didn't quite see if there was an into skip,
I
but there
don't
was a clean steel heart.
I presume there wasn't. Most likely not. Oh, Poopa says nice, so maybe there was an N2. Mars having a bit of trouble.
Went for a try. Okay.
Oh, he went for a try? Okay, good. Yeah,
Really good double lantern jumps in that last room. Many people that have played that room and struggled with it may be confused right now as to how that's ascended so quickly, and it's good usage of the cloud steps, kind of like jumping and slashing, falling a bit, and doing another jump slash, so you can get effectively a third jump.
Mars showing me why falling into the spikes is a good thing to do. He was able to get through that room. But he had to do also a double slash there. It was an interesting way to do it, but also a good way to do it. It was a good time. Oh, the ish setup.
Okay. Mars almost getting that one tile. That was really solid attempt. And let's see how the elevator goes. Second try jump. That's good.
That is pretty good. He went for the ish setup, which I also personally go for. Where you drop down a little bit there.
Yeah, it's a good setup. Mars gets the tipper. Let's go. That's 1 slash, 2 switch boosts. He back boosts the one on the left, front boosts the next one, gets a nice clean transition into the next room.
Yeah. These are some advanced things that Mars are doing.
Mars is a newer runner that particularly enjoys just time and practice, drilling out some of the more exciting tech.
Yeah, Mars definitely I've seen is very dedicated to learning basically everything he can get his hands on. Happy to go for the shards here, but good idea. Also, going through the room. I've never really thought about doing that, but that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Just slashing through, and then you skip the lanterns up top. But has to get the 3 lanterns there. Miifin coming up on his first hay. I don't know where it is. I don't have excellent audio, but... Oh, no.
DK skip?
Oh, DK skip.
Yeah, that was plenty of time on that one.
That was plenty of time. I was a little scared because I don't usually go for it. I don't know what the tell is, but no, that was...
Call that a butt scratcher if it's like the last possible frame, but that wasn't even close to butt
That wasn't even close.
That was great movement through the rest of the room.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Really good job by Mean there. Very good skip.
We're going to get to see it in a little bit if Mars is going for that as well. Also curious to see how he handles the spike drop coming up in about 3 rooms.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a... It's a scary room if you're not super comfortable with the spike drop.
Great yeet from Min, getting really fast acceleration out of that water, carrying it with the wingsuit through to the end of the room. Oh, Mars has a spicy drop. He just a little too far left at the end, but that's okay. We have the help to take damage there.
He definitely did try to go for the non-wingsuit drop.
The YOLO drop.
Yeah, the YOLO drop, but unfortunately wasn't able to get it because it's pretty hard. I don't go for it myself.
Very difficult.
But he went for it. Mad respect for going for it. Mean going through Howling Grotto. This was probably better than my gold from Mean.
I think he might be on a hay skip pace here. I'm not sure. I'm not listening to the music.
Yeah, the audio is pretty low, but that may have been close. Because that was pretty ridiculously fast. Mars not taking damage boosts, I very much
respect that. Yep.
Boss room hay. Ooh, that is just on the cusp.
Ooh. Thank you, Pupa, for checking in on the hay status. For those that don't know, there is a bit crunch sound of all the devs yelling hay, and this plays usually twice in the level. If we only hear it once, it's called hay skip. Really good pace.
Yeah, that means you had a really fantastic level. And hearing it in the last room or even the boss room, it's just really damn good.
Yes.
Really darn good. That's what you want to see.
Good, clean 2 cycle from Miifin here. As you've seen, you have to deliver 8 hits to that smash ball in the center, and then, 7, then you go outside, throw the shuriken, ride the wind up, and then you get as much time as possible to wail on that. And if you maximize your damage, you can get it in 2 cycles.
Ooh.
Throw the shuriken a little bit early there, and unfortunately, top of the screen. That's going to cost about 6.5 seconds.
Yeah, that takes so long if you get that there. But fortunately, he has the time to spare here. because the first tier of the fight was pretty good, and the rest of his level was pretty good. So
absolutely,
he has some room to
small golem thump in chat, but it was a great fight and great stage regardless.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, put your golden thumps in chat. Mars coming up on the fight as well. Particularly, I feel like this is the fight that most people have trouble with when they're learning the game. I don't think any other fight is close unless you try to learn whipless instead of just doing it regular.
Mm-hmm. They're harder fights, but this one I think is the most lethal.
Yeah, I think this is the hardest one when you're starting out.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Mars is. Mars a bit newer than Miifin is. Still very skilled in his own right, but is still learning the game. So we'll see. Ooh, oh no. Had to throw that shuriken at the wall there. But looks like he did. He's doing just fine. Down
on shuriken, but he's got enough health, and that's a 2 cycle. I mean, that definitely plays.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yep, do your exclamation point rights here.
Miifin just holding right through the rest of this room. Oh, taking a hit, has to be careful on the bony hawk. He nails it.
Yeah. Oh.
He's not out of the woods yet, though.
Unfortunately, Mars also going to the top of the screen.
Well above the screen. You hate to see that.
That's like 7 seconds or more. That is a very... Oh!
Oh, Miifin, well done!
Min with the
that boo ring of spores is really, really hard to jump over and not get hit.
Yeah, the spikes.
Doing it with 1 HP, he had to be nervous. Let's see if he gets this health. Good.
Yeah, you always go for that health if you're in that.
No reason not to.
That was scary. I was I was praying a little bit for my boy Mean.
This is one of the more difficult levels in the game to learn. Starting out, it's gonna be brutal. There's a lot going on. The checkpoints, although there's a lot of them, are spread across some difficult portions. And even in a speed run, shit can hit the fan, and then you really want to grab as much health as you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a hard one to learn. There's a lot of places where you have low health, and there's no health to actually get, and dying and getting to a checkpoint doesn't matter because you still die to spikes. Mm-hmm. You only get 3 health instead of the usual 5, so you can't even do an intentional death and then have more health to get through certain sections. You see that a lot in the Tower of Time too, which I think is the hardest level bar none at any level. That's a difficult beast, but we will get to that when we get to that.
That's what I said, Pupa. Chickens hit the fans. There's feathers everywhere. It's not a good situation for anybody.
Yeah. Chickens hit the fan. That's scary, man. I wanted those nuggets, man. I wanted those. Don't throw my chicken nuggets at the fan. Also getting the jump is Mars. No Pepega there.
Really, really good jump from both these runners. I mean, I am hyping that jump up, but it is easy, even as an experienced runner, to just barely miss a jump and end up hitting the spore.
Yeah. I hit it more often than I should. Oh, Min is going for whip. Oh, he went for the double.
Almost there on that climb, keeping up with her. That's pretty difficult to do. Yeah. So he is going to see the whip here, but he knows to just duck under it. That whip does 2 damage if you get hit by it.
So if he got hit there, he would have been dead. Fortunately, he didn't get hit. That double, he tried to do a wingsuit attack off of her and then get up onto the second rung. That's the N2 version of the fight. But in other versions, you usually limit your damage, so she goes on the first rung. And I don't know if Mars will be doing that fight that way. I don't know. It depends on how far he is into learning it, because whipless is pretty hard. I miss it sometimes. So, we'll see.
Good jump exit there. Choosing to jump off the left wall instead of the right actually might have saved him a couple of frames, just because if you're holding right going up a right wall, you will get slowed down at the top.
Absolutely. Now we have my favorite tool in the game, rope dart on the right here.
Miifin ready to rope dart everything.
Man, it is such a nice feeling. All you do is just hit things. You just hit things with the rope dart and you go fast. It's just really the best tool. You get invincibility, you hit things with it, you go fast with it, It's
What
fantastic.
more do you want?
There's
you want to
nothing
leash enemies to take them to other rooms with you with it? Well, you can do that too.
You can do anything with this tool. You can clip through the game's bounds and just get out of town whenever you want, basically.
Rope
But
dart
we
is
don't.
basically Zombocom. The only limit is you.
Yeah, the only limit is you. We don't go out of bounds here, though. You can go out of bounds, but this is not what. Oh no!
Doodle
Mars-
ducking a little too late for that whip.
Yeah, like we said, it takes 2 damage, and he just had 2 health left. That's unfortunate.
Still, he's right back at it with an excellent opener to the fight. See if he's
Yeah.
able to get the damage he wants and follow her to the middle. He's going to be a little bit light.
Oh,
He misses
no.
the slash.
No, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I think his jumps. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that
Right.
was a valiant attempt.
That
I like that attempt a lot, actually.
That was awesome. I wish that had landed, but that was really solid to see him just aggressively going to close out the fight like that.
Yeah, that should be the end, though. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Mean now through Searing Crags. That was a very fast Searing Crags. He probably got like everything. We were paying attention to Mean for a little bit there.
Yeah, Mars died. We're watching the fight, and Min's already on Colossus's. It's 2 brothers. You got Arm Day up now. He has to hit Arm Day in the back. Leg Day is doing some squats in the background, getting ready to sink in for another attack. And Leg Day, you can hit him in the front, can't hit him in the back. He's got legs of steel.
Yeah, I see more casual players than not understand Seuss's, who is the red guy's, like how you attack him. I see some people only being able to
Seuss is
hit him on
green.
the top. Seuss's is green?
Zeus is green, Kolos red.
Is that true?
That is
chat,
true.
tell me. Chat, tell us, because I feel like one of us is wrong.
Zeus's is also the most popular of the community, voted on in the Great Colossus debate of 2019.
This was true.
Sabotage made a plaque about it. It was part of the ARG.
Yeah, it was Kolos. Kolos is red? Really now? I got it mixed up. Wow, alright. I actually knew that at some point, and then I mixed it up again. So it's been a double mix up here. As in not green, you're correct.
Zeus's is the one with the dat bum bum
Ooh.
emote. That's how we remember it.
Mars went for the
That's a respect for me.
yeah, he went for the wingsuit
slide.
extension into the rope dart there. That's scary to do.
To go over
also
the
went for
spikes
that.
like
Man, Mars is going for some advanced stuff. Unfortunately, not hitting some of it though. I do have a big respect for it. Oh, he's
Gonna
at
have to
one
be
health.
careful around the wall.
No,
Schmooze
no.
jumps into them.
As soon as I saw the 1 health, I was like, oh no, that meatball sometimes has a bigger hitbox than you think.
Yep.
You just get hit by it. Here we
Those
see
flowers
the
certainly
Cleach
spell
room. Yep,
disaster.
everyone, I'm glad because I got that part there where you like that hallway of spikes.
Flying at the moment up this mountain.
Yeah, that's a fantastic climb. That place where you have like the hallway of spikes
Yeah.
that are on the top and bottom, that is what we refer to as the Kaleesh section. And if you mess it up, it's the Kaleesh. And unfortunately, while I was doing practice runs for this, I messed it up like 4 or 5 times in a row.
Yes, that's what you
So
get.
I'm glad everyone has been climbing there, so you take it slower and you just don't have any chance to die.
Be very deliberate setting up
yeah.
that rope dart.
Because if you don't, it's very scary and you could just die very easily. But no, Mean going through very, very well. This has been a good level so far.
Mars is jumping around. He gets the what do you call it? Poursuivant Piquant to roll up, and he can rope dart that thing to go further, but he has to go a little bit slower and make sure he gets the health instead. I respect that play.
Yeah. It's not too much slower. It's not even 0.5 seconds, I believe. Oh, got that bird early. You usually want to get that bird later so you can
Miifin with his
wingsuit off of it.
teleport.
Yep. That's 2 out of 3 teleports I've seen so far. Teleport's really cool. You slash, then jump, and then for some reason you're teleported. We don't know why. But it works, and it works
We know why.
consistently. Do we know why? I was
We
not
know why.
aware
You
we knew why.
slash, you rope dart, and the slash kills the enemy at the same time that the same enemy type appears on your screen, and then the rope dart's still going, so it finishes ninja at the new enemy.
Huh, interesting.
It can also
Yeah,
work
so
with spikes, shuriken, any way the enemy dies.
that is very interesting. I was not aware. Man, what an interesting, fun game this is. All right, so we have the end of Searing Dragons at the left here. He's getting done with that boss fight, and Glacial Peak doesn't have a boss fight, so we're in the middle of this cutscene. Mars behind, but Tower of Time is a cruel mistress. We'll see what happens.
Murmov Wiz card.
True Wiz name. Oh yeah.
I mean, I call them butt robes, but you know.
Tower of Time is a butt. You are correct, chat member. I agree.
Most true tower take 2020.
It is a very, very hard level and not extremely forgiving.
Shovel, please, for MarsDoodle. Wishing him a frosty climb. Now, anything can happen in tower, and I'm not wishing any disaster on Miifin, but if there was going to be a way to bring the sync back into this race, it's tower. Anything can happen here, including that rope dart dance we just saw for a couple frames.
Yeah. If you get that couple frames in a bad place, you ended up saving or wasting like 20 seconds. It's ridiculous. This is a very, yep, he went for it.
Very good neutral dart, the minus dart.
Mad respect for that neutral dart. You can do that and,
great wizard position.
Phasing through the whiz robes. Yeah, you got lucky on those whiz robes. I'm gonna go for this. Good stuff. It feels very empowering doing that. I don't know why, but whenever I do that, like, little stutter jump and skip those lasers there, I feel very powerful.
Levy special.
Yeah.
Well, you're disrespecting the laser. You're like, no, this cycle doesn't exist.
Yeah. It's very good because the lasers, when you're playing casually, feel like a very hard roadblock, and you're like, man, I can't do anything about this. But then you play, you play the speedrun, and you're like, wow, I get to do whatever the heck I want, as long as I'm good enough.
Lots of health. Min is going, and that's a clean laser skip.
Good laser skip from Min. Gonna get through the rest of it here. There's a health pot here, so no need to worry. I just have to get through that section. Yep, and now you're good.
There's one more scary section with the lasers and the wizards up ahead.
I don't know if he's gonna go for that. He may or may not. I don't presume he will. If he's paying attention to the state of the race as it is, I'd presume you want to play it safe. Mars going for the one tile. What a guy. Going for the one
Beautiful.
tile.
You love to see it. All right,
dude,
teleport.
I don't think he knows how. Yeah.
That's fair not to go for. I mean,
yep. Also, not going for the fast laser room, which I respect because it's super scary going through this with 1 HP.
Yep, you can skip the lasers in the last room, make a lot of time, but then you have to navigate 3 whiz robes that all want to kill you, and you only have 1 hit.
Yeah, and if you do the level or do it like the same way every time, you won't have any problems. But it's also very hard. Yep. Oh,
that laser hit we were talking about. That's
no.
Fear.
What are you doing? Please, please.
Okay,
that
good,
was scaring the ever living crap out of me. All right, he got through there. Yeah, I was talking about that before. That you hold away and you press slash and you slash through the wall. But if you don't do it right, you just drop and you get hit. And if you don't have enough health, you die. It's very scary. Oh, no! Don't go for that, Mean. He was trying to jump over the lasers there, and he didn't get it immediately. So thankfully, he booted himself out.
It is possible to jump over the lasers. If you get hit, then you're fighting a golem at 2 HP,
which is scary.
Or 3 HP if you go up there and ditch the HP.
Oh, Mars, no. That's unfortunate. He got hit by the spikes.
Start to the tower.
Yeah, that is.
That happens
that hurts
a bit too often to me.
Yeah, it happens a lot if you're I don't know. If you're
He's
more
trying to
on
go a bit too
autopilot,
fast, and then
Yeah.
you know, going for that crystal hit especially.
yeah, that's why I usually don't go for that crystal if I'm ahead, because I just want to play it safe and not mess anything up in tower.
Been getting a lot of claps, but really good job staying up and on top of the arcane golem.
Yeah,
Looks
it's
like
hard to
this
stay
is
on top.
closing out as a clean
Yep,
sub 33. That's a GG.
That is a GG's indeed. GG's to Miifin for finishing. Oh, Mars also going for that. I don't even go for that
Respect.
Wizrobe boost.
It's not
I
bad.
should-
You should try it out.
I should probably just do it if all the runners are doing it nowadays. Oh, very nice crouch there. That was he was very well aware of what he was doing there. Miifin with the 4-second PB.
Oh,
Very nice. Excellent job.
Is that right?
Yep, he just
I
said
thought
that
he had
in
a
match
32,
setup.
35.
Well, I don't know. I will take his word for it.
Go. That could be RTA time.
Yeah, it might be RTA time. I don't think he actually. Yeah, he had loads on.
Let's go, Miifin. Congratulations on the PB, my man.
Yeah, absolute good jobs, dude. Very nice stuff.
All right, Mars, let's give him more energy. He's going to finish this tower strong. No more deaths from this point. We want to see a clean finish to the fight. We are going to have to wait another cycle for the spike. He's going to do a dance for us.
What's Mars PB again?
Going to bust a groove. It's a 36-25.
Oh, he can very easily get a PB as well here. So let's root for it. Oh, getting all the blocks. I respect it.
Still a couple of tough minutes of tower left, but I believe.
Yeah, he could still get a PB here, and he could still finish this out really strong for an average run.
He may be holding on to a PB. I'm not sure if he has an unofficial PB, just that there's not currently a submitted PB.
Oh, that may or may not be true. I feel like with what I've seen him do, that should be the case, because he's been doing some crazy stuff for having a 36.
I would agree with that.
Doesn't have the shuriken. Has to walk.
Although Mars loves his practice.
He does love his practice. He might just not be playing the game and instead be practicing the game. That's possible. I don't know. You can't do the rope dart there. That's all right.
There will be another race after this one, Kyle. There's no round 2 for these races.
There is best
loser
of one.
goes to loser's bracket, and then it's double elim, so they have a chance to climb out from there.
I wonder if there will be. I don't remember reading it because I don't think I'm going to get there. That's why I didn't read it. If there's going to be a best of 3 for grand finals, but we'll see when that happens. Again, I didn't read that clause of the tournament because I'm not going to get there.
It seemed like there would be a best of 3 if necessary.
Okay, best of 3 for top 4 matches, says Mr. Dino.
Top 4, very good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, Mean got the hay skip for the first time. That's what he says. So that's pretty good. And I've also only gotten it one time. It's a very hard thing to do.
People said boss room. Hey, was that the A skip where you hear the but you don't hear the A?
Yeah, it might have just been the and then that's it.
A skip still counts in my book.
Yeah, I think A skips. Yeah, that's good. All right, we have doesn't look like it'll be a PB here, but it'll be a very solid time for Mars.
Now, hang on. If this is RTA, I think he still might have a chance, especially
if it is RTA. I'm not
depending
sure
on how long his loads are. That's okay. Going for a little one-tile action there.
Ooh, that was some good one-tile stuff. Unfortunately, he's throwing the shurikens all over.
You can start early like that.
Man, that is scary stuff. You can guys keep like making this game more and more scary, making it harder and harder.
Guys, please keep breaking this game.
Yeah, please keep giving us more stuff to talk about.
It's a GG to Mars.
GG's to Mars. A very good run from him. Good race all around. I am curious to see if that was loadless or not. I'm not super sure.
Inquiring minds very want to know.
Yeah. Who knows? It's fine by me if I don't. Yep. If we'll see if we can get people in for an interview here before we get on to the next match. If not, we will be back. It may not be me. It may just be Kyle and another.
Mars going for the shovel, please.
Miifin with the interview. He has yet to unmute his mic, though. We'll see soon.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, I had my audio muted, and all of a sudden I'm starting hearing double. I didn't realize I was moved already.
Miifin, what's up? How do you pronounce that, by the way?
Miifin.
We were Miifin? Okay.
Yeah, short I. The double I was a typo, and it just stuck.
Okay.
Very nice. So, Miifin, congratulations on the win and the PB.
Thank you.
It was a very good run.
That was nuts.
It was really good in some particular places. Like Howling Grotto was fantastic. That was probably better than my gold. So very good jobs there. I don't know. I'll give Kyle the questioning. I'm not very good at that.
All right. Well, what areas were you most nervous about going into this race?
Honestly, Tower of Time and Crags, because that seems to be where most of my runs end up dying. Or if I get greedy, or if I get greedy and try to do DK skip when I know I don't have the time. But that was DK one hell of a recovery.
Beautiful. Okay, let's talk about your DK skip. The movement through the whole room was nice. So although it looked scary going up to it, like you had to know you had that.
Once I hit the damage boost on the bottom saw, and when I just basically launched forward, I'm like, done. I'm going for it.
Respect.
Yeah, that was. You seemed pretty confident because you were like way ahead, more ahead than I've seen like anyone at DK skip. So
yeah, I don't know how. It's just sometimes just when one thing I've noticed on that is a lot of people just jump straight up, then try to go in. I just immediately try to jump straight around going towards the saw and then hope for a good damage boost.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you did pretty good on that front.
Really good grotto. I mean, the only big mistake I saw was just the top screen golem kill, which had to hurt because I know you're on a good pace at that point. But to recover from that mentally as well, kudos to you for going strong into Quill Shroom.
Yeah, because do you have a segmented splits, Min? Do you have a stage and then boss?
No, mine's just straight stage. I have thought about putting boss in, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it.
Because that would have been, a stage gold, but not a boss gold, and now it's not a gold at all, most probably.
Probably, because that was also the first time I've ever hit Ninja Hay Skip.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see hotter grottos from you in the recent future, so I'm looking forward to that. I mean, it's a shame that it was a top screen kill, but you showed really strong competence at that level, and I'm expecting just mastery to follow shortly.
Yeah,
I'm hoping
you've done very well, very very well in that
run.
I
appreciate it.
In the leaderboard.
Well, I do want to say one quick thing because I do have to do a bio break for the next one, but I do want to give a quick shout out to MarsDoodles for being a fantastic messenger runner. It was great going against him, and I'm pretty sure that if the brackets line up, I'm up against Casa, so I've got some practicing too.
Yes, you do.
Good luck, sir.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. I will be in commentary if there's still room for the third round, so I'm going to do that, and then.
Yeah, I'm going to be tapping out here.
Okay.
So you will have room.
Alrighty.
All right.
Well, thanks again, guys. I'll be back for the next race.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
All right. We will take a break here while we get set up for the next race. I will be leaving. It's been good commentating for you guys these first two races.
We salute you.
Yep. And good luck to Kyle and Min going to commentate this next race with Space Narc and Flash. Have fun.